But this is the first semi-final. As you see the players here in the studio, welcome YouTube now as well. The game has started. Romantic and 120, 22 years and 23 years old. Those are the biggest talents with life together that we have in the entire Warcraft scene. Thunder is roaring through Shanghai, and here we are live with game number 1.
Alright guys, this is a best of 5. We have mentioned before, there is a tough map for the human along the road. It's gonna be Ancient Isles. Twisted Meadows can go both ways if the human can secure a safe expansion, doesn't take too much damage, and gets to the late stages. There's lots of creeps to go around here. The biggest map we have in the entire pool that is important for human late game, as of course with the Fast Expo. Map control will lie with the undead, will have a big experience advantage, and the human will be struggling with hero levels for MK and Paladin later on. That is the meta. That is what we should expect. Is Romantic gonna pull off something crazy, something one-base, something unusual? Very unlikely, so it's pretty safe to expect that this is the way this game is gonna shape up. But something important to mention here, if the human spawns on close position to the undead, as it is the case right here, this can already be significant damage early on. And yes, this is how unlucky he is to start off his day.
That is true. The creeping might be harassed by Decay and Acolyte. How many times have we seen that 120 steals a big creep with an Acolyte, with a Skeleton, with a Death Knight around? So much experience just by one right click and item stolen as well. This Acolyte, though, is already hurt. Maybe a little bit extra experience for the Archmage as he summons the first Water Elemental, but it's already a little tiny bit delayed. Here comes the Militia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if he's lucky, this is level 2.5 for him. Tome of Experience or not? Good item or crap? That's the question. Acolyte is moving in again, and he's killing the pig already to have a skeleton for the Rod of Necromancy. First Militia, dead already.
Alright, I guess it's better if it dies to the creeps than giving experience to the DK. We always say you have to expect like 3 peasant losses here. But on close positions, this might be more. AM hits level 2, Flute of Accuracy for him, no Tome of Experience. Can the DK steal the last hit on the High Priest? No! He finishes this camp too quickly. What's he gonna focus on? Water Elementals to start things off. Of course, that's more experience than the Peasants. Interesting choice here, deciding to go for the XP rather than the economic damage. But now the Peasants, walking back slowly, are kind of exposed, but he's not committing to killing them.
Not at all, right?
He wants to keep his DK high health. He could have at least gotten 2 peasants there.
Very, very solid creep by Romantic. And yeah, as you said, 120 not as aggressive as we used to be.
A player's forces are under attack.
To see. And new rods here, but he kills the Acolyte as well. That's level 2.5 for him. With another sword hit or fireball. Boop, there we go. And once he gets level 3, the game will be so hard for 120. He's teching super early though, getting the first fiends for the pressure. But now we said, okay, the close position is pretty good for 120 to harass, but now the position is really good for Romantic, as you can expect in the bottom right, and that is so far away from the undead space.
But he's making it annoying here for Romantic. He's harassing in the main base with skeletons, keeping these peasants busy. And now Romantic doesn't really want to move out to go creep that expo. This all delays his expansion. He needs more lumber first to make that happen. Important thing though for the undead here is, if he commits to harassment early, as he's doing right now, he has to get level 2. Via creep steals, via peasant kills, via footy kills, and what have you. So if Romantic can keep this DK from reaching level 2, this is going to be a good early game for him. Fiends, or 1 fiend coming from the base. We see Backpack with Rod of Necromancy actually, something that had fallen out of the meta in China for a long time, but we see it returning here now. And how many peasants do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's decent, but it's not like overwhelming amounts. Let's see how well he can do with his harassment.
It's not AI where you pull 9. It's okay. He has a lot of coils though, so if the Ogre Magi goes to the DK, it would be great, but he needs amazing timing for that. Trapper goes down and goes to 120.
The militia duration is already over. They can't attack anymore. This is not a comfortable creep that is occurring here. 1 peasant has died already. The Ogre Magi is far from falling. Everything here is bloodlusted. He gets that last hit as well. Only about 40 experience away now from level 2 is the DK, and this is not looking good for Romantic.
Not at all, man. Footmen are dying as well. Great skeleton harass. He was saving the energy. Not going towards the laboratory, but creep jacking here. The Fiend is hurt, but there is one more coil. He wants this Ogre Magi so bad.
If he just focuses on it, he should get it. He has one more coil remaining. He can focus it with the Fiend and the rest of the units, but he wants to get more damage onto Romantic. He's gonna get another footy. That would be his level 2 if he gets the last hit, and there it is. Aura unlocked, and the Archmage is below 200 HP. This is catastrophe in the early game.
He's not pulling new Militia. This is really hard, and the Death Knight is leveling. Oh, Archmage got it actually. Level 3 for him now. Level 2 Water Elementals can be summoned. Is this the saving grace? He needs
But this is taking way too long.
Yeah. We are 6 minutes in, and the creep is not finished.
I wonder why the DK isn't going for the Ogre Magi. He definitely could get it if he wants to. But it seems like he wants to put still more damage on the human. I wonder if this is not a little bit too... Yeah, I don't know. The wrong priority, perhaps, but he's going for more peasants. And this must be like, I don't know, the 5th peasant that has died here.
6-1.
Still, this Ogre Magi is raging on, dealing more and more damage. He's dropping very low now, though.
Desperation by Romantic, going for the DK. Can he reach? Thank God for the Unholy Aura. And Fiends are doing more damage. But I think Romantic is safe now, finally. Ogre Magi has died. Talisman of Evasion. And level 3.3. But the Lich is already out and in the middle of the map.
Yeah, the slaughterhouse is finished before the expo even started.
Yeah.
This is such a horrible timing. We never see this.
No.
Never. This was just an atrocious creep, to be honest. I don't know if it's the nerves or what for Romantic, but he just did that creep horribly. Was the militia duration, maybe did he have them parked in the main base? I don't know, but this was just absolutely atrocious.
We have 4 Fiends now and a few coils. Death Knight
Lich has
can't
a lot of
do too
mana.
much. Yeah, Lich has Nova though. And more peasants will die. When is the tower ready? Only the scout tower. It's not even upgrading. But Romantic getting the first Fiend. Coil a little out of time. Not really getting it there. Oh, no one to the Archmage. Nice Fiend micro here, by the way.
He needs to heal. He has another regen scroll. Needs to pop it.
Statue's coming soon. So 1-2-0 should be safe with it. I like Romantic's choice of greedily going for the expansion and towers first, but Shop to solidify his position.
No, he had to do that with a low HP AM. He's focusing on the shop, interestingly. Alright, the statue now is going to help out a lot. Oh, the Lich may get surrounded here, but there's a counter surround with the skeletons, and he's going to get out again. AM seems to be out of the dangerous territory, health-wise. He's going to have his regen scroll cancelled, but around 300 he should be safe as long as the DK isn't 3. And he's still fairly far away from that. 1-2-0 is staying on tier 2 still, by the way. Investing heavily into this mid-game. Perhaps thinking he could apply more pressure, but with the high footy numbers, Romantic has finally stabilized.
It's only 5. It's 5 footmen versus 4 Fiends. No defend yet. Nova again hitting all of them. Very well done. And this makes microing so hard. Nice position with the Fiend here. Always gets the last. The next Fiend is hurt though. Might result in a kill. True Shot Aura is of course tremendously helping. But this time, Coil arrives in time. And the 250 gold unit is safe. Romantic has to retreat here a little. Going closer to the shop. And I question 1-2-0's decision to not go for destroyers here. The main base is completely exposed. Only one Arcane Tower. Expansion has only 1 tower. So
holy crap, Neo. I can't believe what I'm seeing. This is the stars aligning. Your prediction has finally come true. It's a 2 base wagon. It's tier 2 wagon push.
1 base tier 2 wagon push, man. It was all saved for the grand final. I was building it up for month and month and month, and here it is. But if that fails, and
yeah, it's over.
Then
this is all in by 1-2-0.
Yeah.
I wonder why he does this. He seems to be in a good position in this game. Seems like he doesn't have to take this risk, but he does. DK is gonna be level 3 after this Water Elemental. Boom! Big upgrade for the Undead Army. And yeah, I thought we had a lot of footies here, but now it's only 2 left, and where's defense? They don't have defense. Without defense, you can't fight this. Militia coming from the main, a lot of them. 6, in fact. He's still on tier 1. Yes. He hasn't started attacking yet.
And the Lich is already level 2.3. This is so many kills. He's getting another worker and another footman.
He has a lot of mana. He can use the Nova if he wants to.
All the militia died.
Are you seeing how late he coils these fiends?
Yeah.
He's trying to bait the human into the kill. Oh, the AM out of position, may get Nova here, but he's not using the mana. One fiend is probably gonna die, but the meat wagon seems to be fairly untouched. I would love to have acolytes here for repair, but he's not pulling any of them yet.
Archmage is healing, skeletons are trying to get rid of the regen. First guard tower is up finally, second one is about to start, but the shop is gone in a bit with the siege damage, and the next tower falls as well. What a horrendous start for Romantic this is, and the Undead is just pushing forward and forward and forward. Another Nova hitting the workers here, can't repair too much, and no mana burn anymore. Archmage is coming back with 2 Water Elementals on mana, level 4 for him. He would love to have Blizzard now as Infi did at GCS. But there's no time
here to muster defense. Tech has finally started. That means militia calling has become a lot more difficult. Town Hall already down to less than 50%. We have no masonry here on the human side. Is he upgrading it? No, he's not. He's really low on resources despite the expansion he has. But now the Shredder is coming in. This might help out a lot.
11-minute Lich level 3. This is so fast. And the Archmage is kind of the last stand. The Shredder gets rid of another fiend. Another one is dying in the north with the next fireball here. Oh, actually, the statue helps for now. First aid kit was provided. And he heals him up. Archmage now. Is there a Nova? Yeah, there soon. But he's out of range with the Lich. He gets rid of the statue. Romantic is somehow defending it here and stays alive in this game. Getting rid of the neck of the wagon and the fiend. He will lose the Shredder most likely, thanks to the slow of Frost Armor. Is there a block coming?
There's still no Burrow as it seems for the Undead. He was busy producing fiends non-stop, didn't have time for that Burrow it seemed. Still on tier 2, still just massing units. Alright, the Shredder is down, the wagon is down, but the fiends are still a danger. We have 2 statues here, lots of regen Nova into the peasants, but the Undead heroes are mostly out of mana now. AM coming in from the back again. These water elementals so good when the Undead is only on tier 2.
The flute is really, really helping. But focus on the Archmage is a threat, and he scares him off again. Can he hold this somehow? Can he somehow reach tier 2 and get to breakers?
He's not far away. In fact, he's hitting it right now. Tier 2 has been reached. He doesn't have too many resources. What's he gonna spend it on? Second hero. It's gonna be an MK.
Yeah, of course. Stormbolt surrounds. Key! He needs to take out as many units as fast as possible. Level 5 would be nice, of course. He's not that far away from with the Archmage anymore. Of course, a lot of solo experience on him.
And this timing is slipping away from 1-0. He needs to finish this game fast. He can't hope to go into the late stages with only tier 2. He's just gonna lose another fiend here.
Many losses, some of them unnecessary. I don't know if he's overstaying his welcome here. Definitely looks like it. I mean, the levels are great on his heroes, but now there are 4 towers and no wagon anymore. Is he attacking behind this? Yes, he is. Halfway through tier 3.
Players' forces are under attack.
The hero levels are really good for 1-0. That is the saving grace. Ghoul coming in for new Red of Necromancy. And once again, these peasants are exposed. Reminding us of Echo Isles, where it's so hard to effectively wall off your expo. And here as well, this is going to be expensive losses for Romantic. He can't really engage at the moment. AM, double heal potion on him. He does not want to lose that hero. MK coming in now, though, from the left. Perhaps with that, he can hope to engage again.
Archmage staffed in. Does he have Blizzard? No, there's a Water Elemental here. He holds on as there's no Destroyers, no Dispel. Mountain King joins the fray. Gets the first... will he get the kill? There is mana, so he gets the coil up. How much can the Mountain King do without Footman to surround as a follow-up?
Not too much, it would seem. But he's pushing the wagon away here with the Water Elementals. Still very effective, still no Destroyers. Tier 3 though, about to finish for the Undead. And when we have triple hero and the Orb with these strong hero levels...
Orb is really key.
Is not out of the woods yet.
Once he has the Orb, he can deal with the Water Elemental so much easier. Thanks to the -5 armor of Orb of Corruption and Focused Fire then. Mountain King almost out of mana already. There is a shop in the back. There's also a shop in the main. And the Expo is still running. 30 supply only though. And the Water Elementals, can they get rid of this wagon? Looks like it will expire before. Oh, nice micro. And gets the kill. And saves the wagon.
MK in the front line could perhaps be focused out, but only level 1 hero. Wouldn't matter too much in the end, I guess.
Oh, that coil! Hoo-hoo! 0.5 HP on him. The wagons are all hurt, the statues are all hurt. I really like how Romantic is playing it with the Water Elementals. The positioning, the pressure on the back line.
Yeah. And what if he really should have pulled an Acolyte when he was still on tier 2? I wonder why he didn't do that. I guess it just didn't occur to him. But he played it a lot in the past, so I don't believe it's intentional. It's just like 75 gold. Would have definitely been worth it. Anyways, tier 3 is done for him now, and he has quite a bit of money. So what's he gonna do?
Destroyer upgrade is ready. We see double barracks for Romantic, but does he have the time? 2 destroyers in the air. They have mana. Can he survive? 3 destroyers in the air. Paladin is coming. Only 2 towers. He needs mass repair on this. Otherwise, his main base might die. Where is the anti-air?
Doesn't have any.
He doesn't have
Knights
any.
are not gonna help with this. Peasants mass repairing keep 2 of the towers alive, but not for long, I don't think. Arcane's gonna fall. Now he can commit with the heroes. They're not gonna get burned anymore. And the last guard tower has fallen. And this is not looking good. The base has been breached. The peasants are dead. It's a catastrophe in the main.
But he still has the Expo coming up. He's not producing anything with his barracks now. He could have gone for Rifleman. Now the first knight is coming. Shredder falls as well. Down to 27 supply. Pally is coming out finally. What can he do? He does have a staff. Can he commit to the main base? I think it's way too late for that. Trying to catch some reinforcements here. Blacksmith. Ah, he was waiting for the blacksmith. That's why it's so late. Oh, Mountain King dies to the Nova and Frostborn Hungers, level 5. Archmage is surrounded as well. This must be game. Paladin can hold on for a little bit, trying to fight out there. Holy Light, and there's a potion, and he's blocking his way out. Or he has to run away. He uses the next potion and does now.
Paladin has a few more heals here to go around. Mana-wise on the undead side, we have a coil, we have a Nova soon. He kills the meat wagon, and he's kind of trying to re-establish his main, but the destroyers are still there. Water Elementals, for that reason, are pretty strong here still in this battle. He's gonna get a statue here, perhaps, but there's Coil Nova again. Is he gonna kill this hero, Coil Nova? He's low HP, he has to TP out of this, and with that, he will survive. But the important thing is, in the main for Romantic, still nothing is mining.
Gets another statue there, and you're right. Destroyers too much damage against the workers. Where are the gyrocopters? Where is the anti-air? Where is the solution against these 3 destroyers?
He has 32 supply, Romantic does. And it's not like his heroes can carry him here. The AM is well leveled, but the rest is level 1, and that is underwhelming at this point. 5-4 heroes for the undead. And this castle, it's only a matter of time here, it seems, before it falls.
He's trying to repair it, but of course all the repairing peasants were gonna die. And yeah, Romantic is giving up his main. He's starting to creep, get his levels up.
He stole it with a destroyer.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
The last hit of the Troll Warlord. One of them gets ensnared, and he's gonna lose that destroyer. But I think that's fine.
Oh, another knight might fall. One more hit. Doesn't have a Holy Light here. Oh, and he gets that kill. Very well done. And the Mountain King dies in the main! What a dieback!
How quick did he die?
So much damage.
5-4 heroes, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, another knight is ensnared. Everything is going wrong for Romantic. But can he get the kill somehow before the knight falls? No. But it's level 2 for the Paladin, so he does have Divine Shield. And a lot of sustain. He's rebuilding the Mountain King again, who's still level 1. But if...
He's gonna lose the castle. That means no more knights. What's he gonna make? Footman?
Double workshop is coming, so finally gyrocopters, but he's completely out of gold. Usually when he starts production on tier 3, he has 1,500 gold in his games and then explodes into 70, but he can't even go up to 50 at this point. Out of resources, out of the main building.
How quick's he gonna die? Oh, he runs away. Leave me alone!
1-0 showing some signs of mercy. And it's the Dark Ranger now, fighting against the triple human combo.
Just inches away from level 5. Oh man, these poor heroes for the human. He needs to find some gems of health, dude.
Yeah, I agree. And he needs potions. Maybe even buy parry or something.
If he can Then one more knight here dies. Coil Nova, too strong. Level 5 for the Lich. If he can keep the undead from being able to expand, and he can hold on to his own expo and delay this game for a long time and creep up, maybe this is possible.
Romantic needs time. All he needs is time here. Another destroyer falls.
Paladin is level 3. That's good. But here comes the Dark Ranger. If she silences him before the Divine Shield, he may just pop. Is he gonna use it preemptively? AM has no TP! Uh-oh!
Yep. Archmage has no TP, Mountain King has no TP, Paladin has no TP. Trying to get a Stormbolt under the Lich to delay the inevitable a little further. Nova and silence. But he's walking out of range. But the Paladin will most likely fall. Or everything is gonna die.
Oh, Coil! Oh! That Holy Light.
Holy Light, really, the savior here. But for how long is the question? Knights are coming in, but the Nova Ice Shard splitter into pieces, and the first hero dies. Paladin will follow after the Divine Shield.
Water Elemental's dealing good damage here, but what's he gonna do about these heroes? He can't do anything. He's gonna lose his last knight here. Goodbye! This was your last ride.
Player's force
The
is
Paul Walker knight right here. And now the rest of the heroes seem to be up for pickings. Paladin has no more mana. GG! We saw this coming for a while now.
Yeah.
And 1-0 takes the 1-0 lead.
And stronger than I expected, to be honest. Especially the expansion harass was really good.
And the tier 2 wagon push, Neo. I can't believe what we saw.
Well, it wasn't like
He took a risk with that, though.
Really, if he could have lost the game there if Romantic stabilizes a little more and gets a little more time, then the the late tier 3 for the undead would have been a really bad decision. But he made it work. He got to destroyers, and once he had 3 and pushed into the main, this game was over. I mean, the game was pretty one-sided from the expansion creep. The creep was so late, the expansion was so late. But once the 3 destroyer hit, and he had no solution for that. Late blacksmith was also a factor there, I think. Super late gyros. I don't think they joined the fight in the end, did they? They were just chilling at the expansion.
Yeah, that's right, actually.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have made a difference, to be honest.
Lazy day for them.
Yeah. That's the way this matchup works. If you kill one base, or more precisely, if you get rid of all the towers at one base and kill the peasants there, then you win most of the time. Nearly 100% of the time. He took a risk there with that tier 2 pressure. It seemed like Romantic was stabilizing, but it was expensive for him to stabilize, having to call Militia so much, delaying his tier 2 by so much. So in the end, I guess it was a decent tactical decision by 1-0. I think if he had just gone for the quick tier 3 tech, that would have been a safer game. But anyways, he takes the win. That's the important thing.
But I think Romantic can be kind of happy with how well he played after the harass. He killed a lot with only Archmage and Footman, and now he has a better...
I'm sorry. We have to think back on the very early game, though. What was that expansion creep?
Yeah.
That looked like me playing human, dude. Like, what the hell was that? That was absolutely atrocious.
I really think he forgot to send them to the expo, so he called to arms and had them parked in the base. Otherwise, this duration...
Yeah, I think it must have been something like that as well. And Romantic, usually a player who excels at these LAN tournaments. Is this perhaps nerves getting to him? Is this perhaps the live audience affecting him? I don't know, but this was... Well, anyway, it was just one game. You can bounce back. This is the best of 5. This is going to be a long series, but we saw some flaws from both these players. Let's see if they can step it up in the next one. It's going to be Echo Isles, one of the good human maps, so logical for Romantic now to pick this. And before we get in, I want to thank some supporters as well. Mr. Love with a 15 months saying, I'm really drunk. My roommate just came home half an hour later and even more drunk. That's my 15-month notification. Oh, well, less than 3 to you as well. I hope you're still awake and haven't passed out yet. And also Thor Machine subbing for the first time. Thank you very much and
Thanks,
welcome.
guys. That makes getting up at 4:30 in the morning worth it. And of course, these hopefully awesome games. We have another semifinal after this one, but of course, the conclusion needs to come. Echo Isles it is. 1201 Twisted Meadows. Echo Isles, the human map. There's no doubt about it, I guess. 53% win rate. Quite strong. And I wonder what solution 120 has to this map. He knew that this map is coming. And he had to prepare for it. And we'll see how well this goes. 120 starting in the upper left, Romantic in the upper right. Can the most talented human in the world catch up? Or will it be match points right away? Once again.
This is the map. He has to win. There is still the looming threat of AI coming up after, so he has to take some points here at some stage. And this has to be the map to do it on. In Europe, we see a lot of MKs. In China, we don't see any MKs anymore, so it's going to be the AM most likely. Safe expansion to take, super easy to creep. We will not see a disaster early on again as we did on Twisted Meadows. Easy level 3 for the AM is not going to be hard to achieve at all. The human base is far away from the human expo is far away from the other base, so that's all good things for the human. There is a downside though to Echo Isles. Not everything is fine and dandy for him here, because as we take a look at the expansion at the gold mine, it is really hard to cover your peasant line. You can put a shop in front and like 1 or 2 towers behind that, but the fiends can still reach. You cannot lay out the perfect Sim City there to make sure that the fiends can't fire their shots along with the Lich and perhaps the Dark Ranger. And with for that reason, on Echo Isles, we see a lot of like this range siege with a lot of fiends and not too many destroyers actually. Something that proved to be very effective, something that in the end Infi found out how to defend with Blizzard. That's of course looking far into the late game on Echo, but I think we're gonna get to the late stage here, because once again, super easy to expand. This should not be an issue for the human in the early game.
Well, let's see how well the harassment goes. DK coming out, it's no ghoul push or whatever, it's a normal late fiend build for the harass early, and then going to fiends early in the Rubian Tower as well, just to be safe from harasses. If the Archmage gets the staff here, this could be really annoying, as he can distract once his expansion comes up. And Romantic loves to play that, like, defend with Militia and Footmen, and in the meantime, harass with Archmage and Water Elementals. So this is something 120 has to take care of.
And 120 here is starting off with the creep first, not going for harassment immediately, as was introduced by WFZ in 2014 back then, which was kind of revolutionary, whereas before it seemed like you had to go for harassment immediately. But of course, with the human taking the green camp first, which had been scouted out by the Acolyte, that's not really going to result you anything valuable. So getting some experience along with an item, the circlet versus the ring for the AM is going to be better for the undead. Is he going to go? He's going for the Merc camp. That's pretty unusual. That's going to take a lot of militia time, so that is going to delay his expansion by quite a bit.
Romantic loves his safe expansions, and it doesn't get much more safe than going for Mercenary first. The spell against the skeletons and a little heal that also gives you the opportunity to delay the shop a little and go for an earlier expansion. Pendant of Energy laying on the ground. Oh, baited the coil. Almost already up, but he cancelled it afterwards.
That was really well done by Romantic. Stop moving there.
Oh, surround almost. No. Stop moving, sorry.
And attacking with everything at the same time. So the DK doesn't find any creep kills here. He finds a peasant though. And once again, this is always the case for DK early harassment. If you go for this harass, you have to hit level 2 with the harass. If you're stuck on level 1, that is horrible for your mid-game. But he's very close now, so pretty sure he's gonna find it as well. Taking a lot of damage here from the creeps though. He's committing hard for this footy kill, and I think Romantic can be happy with this.
He can easily replace those footmen. Also gets new mercenaries now with the Forest Troll Berserker. Not that much damage on fiends, but you know, never wrong to have that. But Undead Tech is already 60% through, and he's starting this Ogre Magi camp only now. He does have more anti-air this time, but the Destroyer push is still basically around the corner, and he has to prepare for that.
What is here a little bit late to the harassment? The trappers are already dead. Of course, the big grab would be the Ogre Magi. The Fiend is not shooting at it at the moment. One more footy kill by the Weed, level 2. And there it is, secured with a coil. That means the Ogre, though, goes to Romantic.
Level 3.3 and a circuit for him now. Pretty good items here with the pendant. So much mana on him, can constantly spam water elementals. And he has a lot of workers there. Of course, he needs a big power build now that will cut heavily into his resources. The clock is ticking for 1-0 now. He reached tier 2 the very moment the expansion starts to build. So again, wagon push or early tier 3. He's going for Lich Slaughterhouse first.
Especially with Merc Camp access, with the trolls. Wagons are a lot more endangered.
Yeah, we saw how good he was with the water elementals on Twisted already. Adding Berserkers to the mix there might result in even more kills. Sniping the first Shadow Priest, well done. Fairly easy, but still. Getting rid of the heal.
Necromancy here for the DK. He did not get backpack this game, resulting in a bit of a faster tech. And yeah, tech is exactly the thing to keep an eye out for. And this time he's attacking very quickly to tier 3.
Yeah, there we have it. The standard, I guess. Still, the base is very far away from the expansion. This will give Romantic a little time. Of course, we have to take an eye on his tech as well. But he needs a lot of lumber. He needs a lot of gold. And I think investing into Footman now doesn't make that much sense. He will start banking.
Yeah, but he has a surplus of gold anyways. Lumber is the issue, as it oftentimes is on Echo Isle, so well, why not make footies? Did he get the boots? No, he got the staff on the AM. Lich came from the main without a lot of necromancy. I wonder if he didn't have the money or just forgot about it. Would have helped him significantly. But with a Nova now, these footies are in danger. Would love for the AM to get the Dust of Appearance, because Burrow could be coming in.
Well, the Zero keeps him busy and forces him to replace the Footman, so he's getting a little bit out of the expansion, but he has to be... Oh, nice Nova there. He has to be worried about the staff. As I said before, Romantic loves this. Diving into the base with Footman as well. And he's, like, very aggressive on the map, exposing his expansion, just leaving the towers there, showing presence on 1-0's side. This is not where the Undead wants to be at this very moment. He wants to be right in the face. He wants to force repair. He wants to drain the lumber to the later tech even further. But not possible with that play by Romantic now, and that's why he has a tier 2 ticker.
Yeah. And this also has to do with 1-0's choice of going fast tech on only 3 Fiends. This is basically the fastest you can do it. And that also means that your mid-game presence isn't going to be so significant. So, can he make this work in the late game? Now he's being attacked in his main, but already in anticipation has gotten a Spirit Tower. This is going to help immensely. Yeah. Seems like these footies don't have defend yet. Nova hitting again. The Lich now pretty much completely out of mana. DK has 1 coil here. I wonder if he has... Oh, there comes the coil. Once again, delaying it as much as possible. No losses so far for 1-0. Statues doing their holy work of regenning up everything nicely. And Romantic is losing footies here and there, but they're doing their job. They're keeping the expo safe as well as the main.
Good micro there, saving the Footman, not feeding the Lich as bad as he did on Twisted. Second Slaughterhouse is up. This is old school German undead play here with Mass Destroyers. But he still needs a bit of time. 40 supply for him. Nova to the Archmage. Scares him away, but... Oh. This is a TP. Is there a coil? No, there was a coil, but no Nova anymore at that point. Levels far away from level 3. He can creep that easily with the Orb of Corruption now available. This speeds up creeping a lot. But does he have the time? I think he can clear the bottom and then push the expansion with the Destroy upgrade finished. And how many towers do we have? Like 2? Third one coming, fourth one coming. This should be fine. Also in the main. There's a lot of towers and the timing is good. He does have 1 masonry upgrade. And already 1,000 gold.
I love how he's scouting the main with 1 Fiend to check how many towers there are.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
And he sees, oh damn, too many.
At the expo though, a bit of a mistake. He has 5 towers right next to each other. If he fires at the one in the middle, he's gonna damage all 5 of them.
Yeah.
Something that sometimes you can lose track of. I wonder if this is gonna be enough. Could be pretty close. We're gonna have quite a few destroyers here.
So he cleared the shop. First destroyer up. He scouts the timing and sends the footman away for harassment.
DK is not level 3. That's a big deal.
He needs one more peasant though.
Or one tower.
Or a
Should
tower.
do it. Yeah.
But he's waiting for more statues. It's just a little poking. Archmage at the shop, stepping in. He needs a few potions there. Wow, early Blizzard! This is the infi play that we saw at GCS to just buy more time, put pressure onto the fiends and force a lot of heal.
The DK is in the middle of the map. He's looking for his level 3. He's taking a hell of a lot of damage here.
Definitely a mistake to do that, but
That's the level 3 though. So, what's the plan here for 120? He's hovering around the tavern. Perhaps he's thinking about the panda. Doesn't really have the money for it though. He's making more statues in the main. So he's gonna have another one coming.
he's kind of forced to go into this mass destroyer. But Romantic is just mining and mining and mining and buying time for his tier 3. He's already 1/4 there. Going for a blacksmith in time now. Oh, the Blizzard again. Beautiful. Stealing some experience. Tome of Intelligence only. No Tome of Experience here.
It seems like the timing is slipping away from the undead.
Yeah.
Right, he
Archmage
has
getting nowhere though.
another statue here. This could be 5 destroyers. This is dangerous.
Against 6 towers. Yeah. And still no anti-air. You see the Mountain King in the middle of the map. What is he waiting for?
He has more statues coming. There's one on the way and 2 in the slaughterhouse. This could be an absurd amount of destroyers.
And there's no workshop yet. Still no anti-air. He needs more towers.
Towers. All you humans out there must be rejoicing at what Romantic is showing right here. No tanks yet. Perhaps we're gonna see them later.
What alternative does he have to this?
Hey, I'm just kidding. Of course he has to go for mass towers against destroyer push. And here we go. This is gonna decide the game. Can he crack this base? The first tower is gonna die. Blizzard raining in from above. The Fiends taking quite a bit of damage. They can participate in taking out the first 2 towers, but the rest of them can't be reached. Mass repair already being set up here by the peasants around the towers.
It was a little late with the repair. I think he could have bought more time there. If he has them in place, he knew what was coming.
Blizzard again delaying, but more and more statues, dude. This is so many destroyers, but they're losing mana. He has to make this work now, quickly. Peasants have returned to mining, perhaps a mistake. One more tower will be taken out. Blizzard once again delaying, nicely Romantic, pulling off a very good defense here.
So far, so good. And yeah, you see, the destroyer mana is over. He can, of course, dispel the water elementals, so Romantic... yeah, he has no water elementals anymore. So, no free source of mana for him. He's going in again. 2 more towers. Can they come up? They will.
So many destroyers, man. He doesn't even need the mana. Look at this magic damage. Towers come up. First destroyer dies. And 2 more are very low and actually not being able to save them. Call coming in again. But mass repair. I think he's holding this.
He has Masonry level 2. Now things get a lot harder. Gets a Fiend there. Of course, Blizzard and Stormbolt combo is quite nice. Saves the one here. More statues. There's no plan B for 120 in this game.
And the bases still stand.
We have double workshop, man. Gyrocopters are coming super fast now. And we have only 3 destroyers remaining. That is ridiculous. He started this with 6, losing 3 destroyers. Your paladin is out. Knights are coming. Gyros, we have 6 already. And I bet my ass they have flag cannons as well. This Blizzard choice again, so good.
Yeah, and he went all in on the destroyers. He has no other army. There is no transition in sight. And you have to break the human early here. And even if he breaks the base now, I think it's too late. Because there is going to be the hard counter. The gyros, we already have 7, and it's going to get more and more.
Yeah, flag cannons, we see it now. Area of effect for them is fantastic. We have upgrades in this
panda here. Can he hope to somehow win this on a worse economy?
I think he needs silence, right? But against... Yeah, it's so hard, man. What can you do? You need area of effect against the gyros, you need disable against the heroes, it's always this choice, and it's a panda. So nothing to do against the hero
around the map. Alright, so Romantic doesn't get to creep, but what does it matter? His bases are still standing. He's mining. He's mining and mining, Neo. More
At
than
this
1k
point-
gold now for him.
At this point, do you need a counter expansion? I mean, it's very late, and the push of Romantic is coming. He had so much gold. We'll go up to 70 supply very soon.
I think 1-0's best chance would be creep the entire map, take it away from the human, get massive experience advantage, and then hope to win the game with superior heroes. Somehow. But it's usually this game should be in the books normally. When you hold on to your bases, when you survive the push, the game should be yours. Of course, there's exceptions, but Romantic is certainly in a good position now.
Level 2 on the Panda. And he will get the turtle spot in the bottom left. I don't think it's enough. Oh, it should be enough for level 3 with this. And then he should be able to fight. DK level 4, Lich level 3.5. The heroes are weak for the human. Only 3-1-1. Items are good though.
A player's forces
This
are
is
under
a
attack.
good group of gyros. Seeing the Death Knight now.
He's getting armor upgrades for the destroyers, by the way, to survive longer against the flying machines, to buy more time for more breaths of fire. If the panda is highly leveled, with that you can possibly win the air battle. Against 80 supply human though, it's not gonna be easy. But maybe doable.
This is more than 12 gyros already. Don't think they have landmines. Tom of experience. So DK getting close to 5. Mountain King about to die. He dies to the creeps. He just died to the creeps. The entire army is stunned.
It's official now. Romantic is feeling the nerves.
Yeah,
He's
and he
leaving
leaves
the
the
item
item
on
on
the
the ground. Yeah. Ah, okay, now he's on
Alright, there
back.
we go. Yeah, he was busy with the gyros to cut him some slack here to not get Breath of Fired. But still. You have like 3 hero icons at the top left of your screen. You should notice at some point when one's about to die.
It's just level 1 though, or was it level 2 already? No, it was just level 1, so he is back, but in a bad position in the main. I don't think he had the staff. No, it's still on the Archmage. And now 4 destroyers up again. Breath of Fire coming in. The first one. He has a heal scroll, invul potions, double invul potion here. And a Wand of Mana stealing. Nice items on the undead.
This is not too many gyros, to be honest. This is only 12.
It's 12. It's okay. Like, totally depending on the Breath of Fire. If the Breath of Fire hits, it's a super easy fight for 1-2-0. If he can dance around it, 12 gyros might be enough. And he replaces them really, really fast. I like how...
Still taking his time here, doesn't want to engage yet. He has 80 supply, but he is waiting for the perfect engagement.
I like how he mixes in a few breakers here to steal mana. And here's the counter expansion, by the way. 70% up. He has to take care of the long run.
1-0 making this work. He alled in on the destroyer push, it failed.
Yeah.
And yet, it's not looking horrible for him.
He has to survive the first big fight. Now the numbers of gyrocopters is really intimidating. 1-2 upgrades on them. 0-2 on the Knights. 0-2 on Fiends and Destroyers as well. But this is 81 human supply. High upkeep. First abominations are coming in.
Oh, the panda there was almost ready for a perfect breath. By the way, Scrolls of Healing also very important for the air battle. We have 1 on the undead side. Of course, Gyro is not affected by this. Mechanical units. That would be pretty broken, right? If, if Scroll of Healing worked on Gyros.
Maybe you could do a Scroll of Repair. That
Suddenly,
affects...
peasants appear out of nowhere. Work.
Little ghost peasants.
So, one of the last creep camps being taken. In fact, it is the last one.
Yeah.
For the undead. Lich is gonna reach level 4 here. Don't know if that's gonna make much of a difference. Perhaps frost armor on the paladin could be nice. Boots of speed. That's actually pretty cool for the panda. Who I meant by saying paladin. Alright. Romantic has to finish off the game right here. Otherwise, this expo is gonna keep running and 1-0 is gonna win this game.
Does he have wet? Does he have land bombs? Breath of Fire was only...
He can't do it.
3. Huh?
He can't do it. At least he's not trying to.
Yes.
Once again, the heroes are really, really bad for Romantic. This is where Echo Isles can be problematic. Too few creeps to go around.
Oh, the Mountain King has to get the invul off here. Holy Light helps, of course, but he spent so much mana already. And this knight is dead. The first Breath of Fire only hit 3 gyrocopters though. More and more are coming. Get more upgrades. No, it's 1-2 still. 1-2 on the knights now as well. Next round of shop control for the undead, getting him another heal scroll.
How did this game come to this stage? Romantic had a great defense, but... And 1-0 lost quite a few destroyers, but... I don't know. Alright, here we go. This is gonna be the first real big fight. He's trying to take out this panda. Stunning him so he can't Breath of Fire. A lot of dry rolls, dealing a lot of damage to these destroyers. The breath would be marvelous right here. Oh my god, it hits everything! The max damage cap has been hit right here. The destroyers are falling.
Yeah, that's true. He's grinding through this. The panda is also super low. Has, of course, no reason to be called. Another massive Breath of Fire. But it's alright. The destroyers are all down. And now the knights reign supreme on the ground. For now, at least. Blizzard rocking through. So many statues. So much healing. So much regen. But it's only 60 supply remaining for the undead. The heroes have to carry now.
Yeah. And he won the air battle. But what do the heroes care about the air battle?
Well, not too much.
But he's trying to go for the expo now. Oh, the Blizzard is massive damage. Can he take out the Haunted Gold Mine?
I don't think so.
For the AM. He's trying to force the TP. If the human retreats, this is looking good for the undead, and he has to go away. He has to evacuate with a TP, and the Haunted Gold Mine survives.
Kills another knight and saves all but 3 acolytes. The gyros, they need so much repair. And okay, now we have flying machine bombs, so they can be really annoying. Break is coming up as well. 76 supply still remaining for Romantic. His heroes, what did he gain? Level 4 on the Archmage, 2 on the Mountain King, 2 on the Paladin. So finally Divine Shield. That was long overdue.
Those destroyers gave a lot of experience.
Yeah.
But he needs 3-3 on his second and third hero. Otherwise he can't hope to contest with these undead heroes.
Flying machines did not get a repair. This Breath of Fire could kill 8 of them.
So many statues on the ground. I wonder if it's even wise to morph these. That's a lot of experience that could be going the humans' way. And 1-0 feeling frisky now, feeling confident, attacking the human when he has no need to. The longer this game goes, the better it should be for him. He is the one with the later expo.
Yeah, 1,500 gold approximately remaining. Oh, only 900. Sorry, miscalculated that. So, yeah. Only 3,100 at the human expansion. And then the undead can build a huge army. So the clock is on Romantic now, for once.
Interesting how this turned around.
3 defense upgrades on the humans, by the way. 8 armor on the flying machines, 11 on the knights.
They get 8 armor.
Yeah.
I guess they start with 2, if you upgrade. And the knights, yeah, 11. Yeah. Oh, the MK in the front line saying quite a bit of damage. There is Holy Light, there's a healing potion should he need it. But Romantic seems to be in a chokehold here. Like, what is his win condition at this point?
Yeah. He needs some pickups, but there's always a coil against that. Breath of Fire doesn't affect the spell breakers though. And nice how he moves that feat and the air bomb to save them. He's not moving in with the flying machines. Doesn't need to.
Yeah, against 1 destroyer, that's not worth it. You're gonna take so much damage from that breath.
But that is then like 20 supply or more. That is just useless. He could attack in the meantime, and he's doing it right now, realizing that there's no spirit tower. So there's no anti-air here, except this one Nerubian, but that's like, he doesn't even feel that. And he forces 1-0 back. Oh, yes it is! He at least forces repair.
The Panda. Boots of speed, good item, Neo.
It is.
He's hurrying over.
Oh, it's gonna be so close. The Panda's coming in. He has to abandon this attack, or a lot of gonna die. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Cutting the HP in half here, but he's just right-clicking. He doesn't need the gyros afterwards anymore. And he kills the expansion off. Brilliant play by Romantic. Surgical strike. Right when the main gold mine's expired.
No income for around 90 seconds. But the undead is already at 75 supply. DK is basically level 5. And the human heroes are still diddling around on level 2.
Yeah. How many towers do we have? 4. It's not an overwhelming mass of towers, so you can't really hide behind them. 1-0 just needs to sit there and wait.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason for him to leave the Blight. There's nothing to creep. Well, shop control a little bit. But that's
he has
about it.
3 invulns. He has 2 heal scrolls.
Yeah.
He has towers here for backup.
I think it's more like to get, like, to deny it from your opponent. To buy them now. We have more upgrades coming. Oh, still 0-2. 1-3 on the Breakers and Knights.
Romantic's gold is running out, man. He has 1,500 only left. He's going for tanks now.
Yeah.
He's gonna go for a 2-pronged attack, perhaps, or just, you know, tanks and the main army at the same point, trying to take out the destroyers quickly, and then the tanks kill the expansion. He's at 90 supply.
He's not waiting for his gold mine to expire and then pushing. He pushes before. I don't know if that's so wise. He can't go to 100 because he doesn't have a farm. And he's not building that farm. So it really seems to be inefficient of what he's doing here. He's losing 60% of his gold at the moment to taxes.
Alright, here are the tanks. Only 2 of them, though.
1-0 saw them. So he can react now. Okay. Going for the hero. Death Knight close to level 5. Not forcing an invul yet. Nice Nova here. Nice Breath of Fire as well. Doesn't have too many gyros here. So they can use their landmines against the statues. So many statues still.
And he's not morphing them. And why should he? The knights are not, like, overwhelmingly threatening with these weak heroes behind it. But now the gyros are looking for a backstab. Perhaps the panda's far away from this fight. He's aware of the possibility of split push. And nothing is dying here for the undead. The coil level 3, so powerful.
He sends the gyros back into the fight to get a little bit of piercing damage against the ground army. Nice dodge there. That was not the last Breath of Fire though. More and more are coming. He morphs a few destroyers, but so many gyros falling. Also, he picks up one knight after another. Really well done. The tanks are there now, but mass repair.
Whoa, that Breath of
Woo,
Fire! All
the Breath of
gyros are
Fire.
almost dead.
And then he can morph all the statues and has an overwhelming number of destroyers.
Yeah.
That was the last one. All the gyros are gone. Go, go. Morphing time or what?
He easily has the resources for it, but doesn't even need it. He's taking out the tanks, and once those are dead,
Yeah.
this expansion is safe. Romantic. This was his all in. And he's not winning it.
He's not. He's trying with Blizzard. Does a lot of damage to the Acolyte. Next Breath of Fire rocking through. Divine Shield used on the Paladin, who's still at level 3. Mountain King Hail Mary against the Panda, but his army is crumbling, man. There's not much left. 68 supply only. And these tanks didn't even kill a single Ziggurat.
Forces are under attack.
Great defense by 1-2-0.
Yeah.
5, 4, and super close to 5. More tanks. All his gold is queued into tanks.
Look how fast this panda is, man. With the aura, and he kills the paladin almost. Divine Shield saves him. Balanced spell, I heard.
But he might be surrounded here. Good block from the Panda. Preventing these breakers on a silver platter. Is there a Stonebolt for a surround? There is a Town Portal and an Invul Potion though. Paladin. If he dies, it's level 5. Legend! There we go! Coil Nova. No chance in hell to keep that boy alive.
That's it.
And that has to be it, yeah. Once the triple hero for the human is gone, I mean, he can survive for a long time thanks to Brilliance Aura. But not without a Paladin. Not at all. GG!
He realizes.
2-0 lead for 1-2-0. And he's one step away from the grand final of Super GCS.
What an unusual game.
Yeah, on Echo Isles. When Undead winning against the human on Echo Isles, that is really impressive.
And not just the map, but he pulled off a strong defense. But it just wasn't good enough. He had his 80 supply, knights and gyros. You're supposed to win with that, but he just didn't. The Panda was too good of an answer. and the heroes, they were the problem. If MK and Paladin had hit level 3, if this would have been I don't know, Twisted, Turtle Rock, what have you. Had he had the opportunity for more creeping, this could have been totally different, but Echo Isles showing its downsides there for human.
I really like the timings of 1-0, like when he attacks with the Fiends, that was a good timing for him, delaying the expansion a little bit, which is quite hard on Echo Isles. Then the timing for the Destroyer push was a little delayed, but not too much. And then when he decided, okay, aggression is not the thing anymore, I have to creep now, that was the perfect timing for it.
I also must say, Blizzard helped in defending, was very nice there, but later on, Water Elementals would have been way better. When he had the air superiority, there was this fight where he took out all the destroyers, but on the ground he didn't have enough. Water Elementals would have helped out a lot there.
Well, the thing is,
pick your poison.
He could have had so many destroyers, and if you have Water Elementals, then you just feed them mana. So that makes no sense. Like, it's
but
a double-edged sword.
When you have 15 gyros, even if there is a panda, you're gonna win the air battle. So then Water Elementals could have been nice, but it's such a dangerous and difficult rope to walk on. Like, what do you go for? How hard are you gonna get countered? Tough game for Romantic, and disheartening as well. I think you defend, you hold on, you do what you're supposed to do. You defend and you survive.
Yeah,
and then you still lose. Rough. Thank you very much, Floss2x Daily, for the €3 donation, saying Romantic showed a good grit in battling back to almost stable early on. Lots of players would have GG'd way earlier, and he had good showing with this Heroes and Water Elementals. Romantic just earned himself a fan. Great stream. That was a long message.
Can you read that with more enthusiasm?
It's too long.
I
have to get going. Thank you very much, though. And WC3L happy with a 12-month resub. Because, Neo, we don't have time to take time, because the next game is already heading our way. Map number 3. This is match point for 1-2-0. Last Refuge is going to be our third map. Is this going to be a quick 3-0? Or can Romantic come back?
56% towards the undead, as the statistics show us here. Romantic in the bottom left, 1-0 in the upper right. Is this game already after this? Will he sweep him 3-0? Or will the human come back and make this a series? Answer in about 20 minutes as we go into map number 3.
If this was Hawk, I would bet all my possessions on MK first now. Archmage has not worked. This is a decent MK map.
Let's go. Back, I need a drink.
Stormbolt surrounds easy Katka. But this is Romantic. This is China, so MK first is very unlikely. Or is he actually gonna use it now? Has the last game crushed his hopes? Because if I was the human, I think it would have crushed my hopes, man. Again, you did what you're supposed to. You expanded successfully. You defended successfully. You got up to 80 without taking too much damage. And it still wasn't good enough. He's not going for the MK though. It is gonna be the Archmage first. Once again, Wizardry is gonna be his weapon of choice. Remo's roommate. Oh, buddy, haven't seen you in a while. I still remember the first time you subbed. It was very funny. Thank you, man. Welcome back. Yeah. By the way, we have a lot of Koreans here in chat. I imagine there's no Korean stream going on. Hello to all of you out there. Nice to have you here.
You having fun with the audience?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm enjoying a good day of Warcraft, Neo.
It is a good day. We have the other semifinal afterwards, and today at 3 PM we have the biggest 4-on-4 tournament there ever was, with a prize pool of more than $2,000. So tune into that later today. Archmage is out, and again the question is, how fast will Romantic expand? Merc Camp first? Green Camp first? Green Camp first is the obvious answer, but Merc Camp before Expo or not? Romantic being Romantic, I would say yes, but my calls weren't that great in January. Maybe he's mixing it up.
This Merc Camp takes forever to creep though. It's really tough to take down. I think it would take a little too long. But yeah, Romantic likes the mercs. Can't blame him. Once again, 1-0 starting off with some creeping of his own. This is gonna get scouted by a footy, but not really get punished. And Romantic's going for a green camp, excuse me, here as well, before calling the militia once again. And then, is he gonna expand, or is he actually gonna go for the merc camp first? This would delay his expansion significantly.
I think
Acolyte scouting out.
going for the Murlocs means he goes towards the expansion afterwards.
Forces are under attack.
Yeah, I
he
would
would
assume so too.
Overshoot an experience on level 3. You don't really want that. Especially since you lost because of low heroes the past 2 games.
That's something to be mentioned about LR. Way more creeps to go around. If he gets stably to Expo plus tier 3 plus 3 heroes without dying, he should find decent hero levels later on.
So he's calling militia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is
Wow.
so
That's a lot.
many.
Are under attack.
That's
That's the-
playing it safe, to say the very least.
Ancient Isles level of Expo creeping here.
Maybe he's traumatized by game number 1.
Possibly. But he's doing some good damage on the DK. He has him at below 50 already.
Nice. And he switches aggro, or he stops attacking the Ogre Magi to not give it over. Well done.
Yeah.
And he still got the coil. On the Trapper only, though. He needs one more kill for level 2. He will have to TP out of this.
Oh, he kills him! And that is level 3. That is an easy early game for Romantic now. Level 3, free expansion. Death Knight benched for a while.
Alright. Guys, I guess it's not gonna be 3-0.
Yeah, this game for
What
1-0
was
is
that?
now so hard. I mean, if the DK is so low and you town portal, how do you heal? That is like the thing that
Yeah.
hurts undeads the most. So he decides, okay, I will let him die. I give my opponent the experience and the time to just have a healthy DK afterwards.
There's a lot of experience for the AM. He's gonna be level 4 quickly. He's gonna have so many water elementals, along with decent stats. And by the way, he has good items as well. Circlet plus claws.
Yeah, that's so
Okay.
much damage, man.
Horrible start for
Player's
1-0. And
forces are under attack.
that was also really weird harass. His DK movement was not on point. Showing some chinks in the armor here.
He's pushing again. Still no level 2, as you saw. First tower, 50%. We have 6 footmen to defend this. We haven't seen defend yet, but I think this would be a very good game to go for it. Archmage, sees the slaughterhouse, and he can cancel it. Nice.
Oh,
And he has
this
the
is
Sentry
so
Ward
nice.
in the middle of the base. He sees every single timing that 1-0 is going for. But he knocked down the tower, gets level 2, saves that fiend. Archmage has to react. I love how he keeps the water elemental around to deny the slaughterhouse once again.
Oh, that's so cool. He's setting it up again. Can he cancel Stolen Water Elemental? I don't think it's possible with a slow. And he's losing a couple of footies here, but I think it's worth it. That cancel on the slaughterhouse is so big for the timing.
If he can do it though. Ah, you're right, with slow, doesn't really work. Maybe reposition would be better. Will he find a way back into this game again after losing the DK early? And the slaughterhouse stays alive this time.
Death Knight, no more mana. One more peasant will be dying. When's the tech gonna happen for Romantic? It's already coming in pretty quickly.
Yeah, how much is on the clock? 6 minutes 30. That's pretty good timing for Romantic, yeah, I
The
agree.
player's forces are under attack.
Yanda now has the money for the tier 3. Is he gonna go for it quickly again, or is he gonna invest more into tier 2 here? He only has 3 fiends at the moment. He's gonna go for a 4th now. And the statue as well. So this time, unlike on Echo, he's gonna be delaying his tier 3 by quite a bit.
For more creeping on LR. Makes sense, he wants faster level 3 heroes. Ogre Magi dies, big mana would be good. Scroll of the Beast though, no Dispel in the human army. Especially for Fiends and Destroyers, this will be very helpful for the Destroyer push to come.
Well, Destroyers won't be affected because they're magic immune. But
Yeah,
for the
but
Fiends,
Fiends
it's gonna be nice.
and Lich, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But you know, the timing
I guess
is
you
for
could.
the...
I guess you could dispel it on your fiends, and then you get more mana back. But that probably wouldn't be worth it.
Maybe if you Dispel it like in the last second before it runs out.
That's actually something that's Unit started doing with Pit Lord, you know, dispelling the debuff on the opponent shortly before it runs out, but that's kind of rare. Alright, DK finding more experience here with the Water Elementals. Inches away now from level 3. All the fiends are hurt. The statue coming in. Oh, it's gonna be so valuable. But the AM, pretty far away from level 4. I thought he was gonna get there quicker, but with how he decided to delay the slaughterhouse, he delayed his creeping back quite a bit.
There's not a single guard tower here. Only double arcane with mass repair, getting the fiend. No coil as it seems, no.
Something very rare from 1-0. I guess he was looking somewhere else.
Oh, looking for the Lich surround. And fiend surround, but this time Micro's on point.
Nova's one of the footies when the other 5 were sitting on top of each other.
He wanted to guarantee the kill. Just cut him slack, I guess.
I guess so. He's very close to level 3. In fact, 1 point of experience away. And he's gonna get it here.
This time it's not a mass destroyer push, by the way. It goes for single slaughterhouse only. Double level up for him. And the pressure continues. But he bought some time. Guard tower is up now. Next water elemental summoned. As long as there's no destroyers, these guys are really helpful, even if it's just piercing damage. Zeppelin! Is he going to defend and uses that unit to save his footman? Or will he fly into the undead base and force his opponent back?
That would be really ballsy here with all the pressure he's under.
Well,
has to repair so much.
He does it though.
Really? 8 footies. Alright, this is the 8-footy harassment squad. There's already a spirit tower in position though. He has to have defend, otherwise this is not going to do much.
I don't know if he has it.
He is on his way to tier 3, so he should have found the resources somewhere along the way to get this. Oh, but the DK is expecting this. He hasn't seen any footies for a long time. This is a big tell.
Oh, Gark is there already! This is so bad. He has to unload. He will lose a lot of them. Archmage can TP back to save if he wants to. Going for the Acolytes now. Losing one will hurt. Yes, he is still intact. Oh, what a nice defense by 1-2-0. Having that Gark there, having the DK there, having the towers in place. And this is defended so easily. And the pressure is still on with Lich and Fiends.
But he lost 2 Acolytes. That's expensive. The gold mine in a bit of trouble here. The ghouls now finally gonna help defending. Spirit towers do basically nothing against these footies. AM has been forced away though, and he's gonna lose more Acolytes. So both are taking quite a bit of damage because the Lich is still pushing this expansion.
Indeed. But this was a lot of damage towards the Haunted Goldmine, and he has to replace the Acolytes. I think in the end he got what he wanted. Summons a new Water Elemental here, more pressure on Echoes. But this is good experience for the DK.
A lot of water elementals here as well. AM though, he's dropping very low. Heal Scroll gets him back to decent HP, so he won't be forced out of this just yet. Once again, footies plus Heal Scroll being very effective as we're used to seeing from the likes of Infi. But 1-0 is not the only one taking damage. Romantic at his expansion at the same time, suffering quite a bit himself.
But he gets the towers up. He would, like a lumber mill in front would be good, or some farms to deny the access to militia there. It's not too much damage that Romantic is suffering from. We will compare gold mines now. 6,750. There was a 750 gold harass, plus the cost for the Echoes. And the tower, and the Garg to defend it. I think it was worth it. Level 4 Archmage as well. Oh, and he's diving for the statues and fiends.
Oh, this is good. The DK is not here yet. He was still in the base waiting for the money for the orb. He's getting it now. Can he save this fiend? Perhaps he can even.
Wants to intercept with the footman, but they are too slow.
And the MK is coming in. He wants to reach that low HP fiend. Doesn't quite get it. He gets another one though, and that should be the kill here, I think. Yeah, he gets one at least. But now there's the orb. And now Destroyer as well. You have to run away, Romantic. This is not the fight you want. Actually, it is the fight he wants.
Yes, it is the fight he wants, but I don't know if that's the right decision. Footmen are melting now. Gets another fiend, but it was the Knight. Level 3 on the Lich, plus mana. There is a big Nova coming in. Boom! There we go. But he keeps on, like, pushing him back. He's losing so many footmen, but he buys time.
Alright. This is quite a bit of experience, though, going the Undead's way. One more fiend will be his, though. Oh, okay. Romantic knowing exactly how far he can take this army. I didn't think this engagement was a good idea, but it was.
So, 3 towers at the expansion, 2 towers in the main. Blacksmith super late.
Oh, he forgot about that one.
He forgot about the blacksmith, so no workshop at the moment. What's the solution for the destroyers again? So far he goes for breakers to defend the fiends.
From the red camp, the undead finds.
War Song battle drums. 10% damage on everything. Scroll of the Beast is gone, by the way. Item for Romantic is the big mana potion. Super helpful.
Skeleton scouting, the thing that made 1-0 famous for the first time before he started winning everything. And once again, we have quite a few statues here. He's gonna go for a fourth one, and there is a Dark Ranger now. Alright, it's Destroyer push again towards the Expo. And there's only 3 guard towers here.
Only 3 guard towers, still no workshop. He goes for knights now. He has a few breakers, but what else? Second destroyer up. Gets rid of the arcane. Heroes mana, 1 coil. Town portal in. Or was it just a staff? No! Aggressive TP. He has to defend this with 50. It's 50-50. And once again, 4-1-1 heroes for the undead. For the human.
Alright, there's a shop next to where the human is standing, so he's going to be able to survive a little better with potions here. 1-0 is low on mana, no coil, no Nova at the moment. Of course, statues are going to help with that. Once again, denies the fiend here with a Dark Ritual. The MK is not going to die. There is Holy Light.
One of the destroyers is so hurt. But the statues are healing against it. More
A
fiends
player's
coming.
forces are under
Where
little-
are the workshops, Remo?
He's
We
making...
need anti-air.
Why is he making breakers? Well, he's finding the undead here once again, trying to go for the fiends. And I guess the breakers can't be Nova, so that's nice. Saves that knight nicely with the staff. Breakers,
I guess
of course,
they can't be attacked by destroyers at all, so he's building a few to get rid of the statues and to dive a little.
a player's forces.
still
are
no
under
workshops.
attack.
He's not concerned about these destroyers.
Not at
apparently.
all. Like, do whatever you want, man. Go mass air. He doesn't have a single anti-air unit. The only thing that can attack air is the Archmage and Water Elementals, which will be dispelled.
The peasants, by the way, are exposed. There's not enough towers here to really cover them. He could attack them with Lich and Dark Ranger and Fiends. Not doing it at the moment, though.
Finally, we have a workshop, man.
Oh, going for the Merc Camp here. That could be a nasty creep jack coming in.
15-minute workshop. Is it too late? We will see. Nice end snare on that statue. Gets the Mountain King up to, or close to level 2. Paladin is silenced. Everything is silenced, actually, except the Mountain King. Another Knight falls. This is expensive. Level 4 Lich.
As the Frost Armor now helps immensely against these Knights and also the Breakers. Silence
Paladin.
once again. MK can't Stonebolt at the moment. He's gonna get the Fiend anyways, though, and that's level 2.
These heroes
Nice.
taking so much damage. Stumble in the DK. Can burn a little bit more mana, but... Oh my god, he needs the Holy Light
Oh.
again! That was the third last. But this
Good
damage
God.
from the undead army is sick against the heroes. And he gets rid of the shop now. No more breakers.
Alright, but he's still mining. He finally has a double workshop being scouted out by one of the destroyers here. He's not producing from them, though.
Forces are under
Constantly low on money despite the expansion. Going for the Rock Golem again. And once again, Romantic sees his opportunity to engage. Now sandwiching, actually, with Militia from the main.
Romantic is about to be eliminated from this tournament if he has no solution against the destroyer. He's trying to go for the Lich. Right click and Stormbolt. Nice silence again, hitting all the important heroes. Paladin is about to die. Gets one last Holy Light out, but that's it. He's buried 6 feet under, but the DK is about to die as well. Is there another Stormbolt coming in? Yes, there is. Can he reach? Archmage in trouble too. There's no potion anymore. If the Archmage falls, this game is over and Romantic is eliminated. But he fights the surround on the Lich. Can he transfer something? Can he coil something? He transfers the town portal and saves his ass for now. Romantic stays alive, but taking heavy, heavy, heavy losses.
Stressful game here for the human. Under pressure the entire time. But he has a bit of room to breathe now. The Paladin's going to be coming back. Was he level 2? No, only level 1. He's going to be back very quickly. Once again, the issue are the hero levels. This MK needs to get level 3. So does the Paladin. If you don't have decent heroes in the late game, you can be 20 supply ahead. And it doesn't matter too much.
1-0 is like You want experience? Well, then take it from me. I'm pushing again. Where is the Paladin? He's back now. Sending knights back, getting more of them. Animal War Train is done. And 120 positions himself between expansion and main to cut reinforcements a bit. Scourge Bone Chimes, of course, nice for the knights. And Mountain King. And the Pally is here. For how long? Will he be nuked? No. Gets an A-bomb there. I want to save for free, but he's losing a knight over it. Oh, the Destroyers! Nice one.
As a mana potion on the DK, seems like he's gonna have to pop it soon. Destroyer is still dealing with these water metal pretty well. The Dark Ranger finds herself in a surround, not even storm bolted. Can she get out of this? I don't believe she can. There is a coil. He waits till the very last moment, but the surround still sticks. He's transferring the invul, and he's gonna pop it and survive with it. No, the MK in trouble. He has to keep this guy alive.
Yeah, zaps him out, so the damage dealer is gone. And then finally, the Dark Ranger falls. He was so close of escaping there with a little micro bug by 120, opening it up too quickly, and now he's in range of towers again.
Could have coiled her there as well. It was off cooldown, but I don't know. Didn't do it.
62 supply for the human. The undead still at 50. Of course, he can't go into upgrade. We can't afford it against this expansion. One of the 3 towers is down. Regen coming. Nova and Knight is falling as well. These nukes, unbelievably strong.
Romantic has the way stronger economy, but he's taking damage all the time, dude.
Yeah.
He's losing units left and right, so he never gets the time to get this massive force.
Yeah, I haven't seen his lumber above 100 the entire game. I mean, of course, he had that. Otherwise, he would still be at tier 1, but he's constantly low on lumber. A Shredder would be so good, but he can't reach that one. Paladin is back. Mountain King is back, sorry. Paladin was there the entire time. But no shop. Okay, shop here in the back. This is so important. He has 1 potion, 2 potions. And now with the MK and Stormbolt back, it's time to retreat.
3rd attack upgrade, by the way, for the Fiends.
That is super expensive.
And thanks to the command order, they have +4 damage. So, still sitting in no upkeep is the undead. He has enough money to break into low upkeep if he wants to.
A player's force
Sitting around the middle. Ornamental scouting this out. More experience. Juicy. DK is close to level 5.
Yeah. Dark Ranger will always be the target. Super squishy. And only level 2. Romantic has a supply lead, but again, is there a single gyrocopter on this battlefield? I don't think so. It's a pure melee army.
He has 3 of them now, but that's not too many. Next red camp seems to be going towards the undead. So easy to creep with destroyers. One of the reasons why undeads love this map. Lots of buffs to dispel. Level 5. Okay, boys. This is serious nukage now.
We creep the laboratory though. And that means he finally has access to a Shredder. Level 2 for him. Level 3 Mountain King as well. Arc of Reincarnation, so he's safe from the undead nuke for a bit. Is the answer a counter expansion again? So far we don't see an Acolyte. The 6th one.
Why is the DK creeping with the rest of the army? He's taking so much experience away from his other heroes.
Could have been level 5 now, it's too far away.
A player's
I wonder who this favors now. The undead's gonna get 5/5/3, but the human's gonna get 3/3 on a 2nd and 3rd hero. So big upgrades for both sides, but I would venture to say that it's actually better for Romantic.
5/5/3. That's really tough. Both is great, of course. There's way more survivability now for Romantic than he ever had in this series. And the longer the game goes, the stronger the human heroes become, so... The undead will hit some kind of ceiling now. And then he doesn't get much stronger from there.
He's getting cornered here. Of course, the airfight will easily go towards the human every time now without a pan on the battlefield. Lich getting bolted. Not trying to surround. He sees the invul. Can't deal with that too easily. Whereas the Nova is going to be big damage onto only 1 knight. Seems like there was a better target there. Destroyers will be dying pretty quickly. But on the ground, who's going to win? The knights or the A-bombs along with the fiends? Remember, lots of damage.
The Lich has to use the invul there and reposition. Call coming in long range. Web is helping a bit. The Mountain King is dead, but there is the Ankh he just found. invested a lot of mana into this. Coil and Nova. There is a lot more though. Mountain King is back at 50%. Will he nuke him again? There's silence on the Paladin. But also a potion that he could swap. Romantic is moving forward. Looks like 120 is about to lose this 50 supply only for the Undead. This is not a clean sweep as it seems, but Undead heroes are so strong. Never say never. Gets another Knight. Sacrifices an A-bomb for this.
Undead is pretty much out of mana. But Romantic still decides to retreat to get out of this. An Acolyte is moving towards the gold mine once again. We have a super late expo. By the way, the mains have expired.
The mains have expired. And there is only 850 gold remaining for Romantic. Coil Nova again. But the potion saves him for now.
This is the specialty about LR. The expos last only a very short time.
Are under attack.
Oh my god, this Mountain King, man. Suicidal.
No invulns for him, right? But a whole bunch of healing potions.
Oh, what's the MK doing there again?
He's giving you heart attacks.
Yeah. But the Paladin is always there for his brother. Helps him out. And he feels confident to move out again. Without destroyers here. Does he have a flying machine attack? No, not yet. So he knows about this expo. The Lich is far up front. Oh, getting another coil there. Nice silence on the Mountain King. He's also silenced on the Paladin here, so no Holy Light. And also no potion. But a staff. Ooh, boy.
Alright, but there's no bolt in his army.
Yeah.
Suddenly this is way easier to micro against. But once again, the Undead is out of mana. Statues have to regen. He has 4 of them, so that should be working out pretty well. More water elementals dying, more experience. But as you said before, he has hit kind of a ceiling. He's 5-5-3 now. He's not going to get much stronger.
The Lich is super crazy though. Plus 24. With plus 9, plus 6 and plus 6 from the robe. But the Breakers are clearly losing this fight against the Abomination. He has to get rid of it. Is there another coil? No, there's not. There was a big pick. And now he can attack. Oh no, he sends a Knight in to get rid of this Haunted Gold Mine. I love this play. No gold income anymore for Romantic. He has to expand again.
Yes,
but no income for anybody.
What is this game? 68 supply for the human against only 42. But we have to take hero levels into account. The numbers are not the only thing here that matter. At least not the supply, but also hero level numbers. Alright, the Knight won't be able to take out this expansion. Where's the MK? He's back! He's a vital piece of this army. But no invulns on the human side is dangerous.
2 heal potions, 3 heal potions! Archmage! Oh my god! What a nuke! Can you stab him out? I think the stab is on cool and it's on the Archmage! There's a TP, but he doesn't use it! Oh no! Romantic losing its first hero and maybe this series. It's the greatest tournament that he's ever been in. But he might be out after 3 games only. Oh my god. How can you lose the Archmage like that? He has to get revenge.
He did have the TP, he didn't use it though. He also had a staff, I think.
It wasn't cool. I think. Or does he have 2 staffs? He has one on the Paladin as well. Oh, the nerves again. Trying to go for the Lich, but there must be a coil. Oh, there is a potion. He can swap it. The invul does do it. Here we go. Counter focus on the Paladin, and that's the second hero that falls, and that must be it. Romantic, man, fighting brave, fighting long, but oh, gets the Lich kill here. Level up on the Mountain King, saving him. He stays in this game. Thanks to the MK, but he needs so much time. GG by 1-0?
What? What?
No freaking way.
Are you kidding me?
What the hell just happened?
What is this, Idra?
He loses the Lich and taps out.
What? He won that game. Even if he loses the expo, that doesn't matter.
Did he think that there's another expansion by Romantic? And therefore...
I think he forgot that on LR the expos run out quickly. I think he wasn't aware that the expo had expired.
I think he was aware. He saw that.
What a fail. Holy shit.
I mean, he was down in supply. Like, he was at, I don't know, 30 or something against 60. And the Lich was down. If he had no money for the Lich, then I can understand it.
But he can unsummon stuff in the main.
He can unsummon stuff and he can sell stuff. But it takes a lot of time.
Yeah, but doesn't matter.
Nah, it does matter if the human gets the expansion up in that time.
I think he had money for that.
He was long distance mining.
That was so
quite a bit.
premature, dude. It's like me at 15.
Well, we have ourselves a series, Remo. 2-1. Romantic staying alive in a weird way, but he's still there. Now it's 1-0 as his map choice, though.
Thank you very much, Jawgun, with a 12 euro and 4-cent donation, saying thanks for casting, watching from South Texas. Howdy, partner.
People are pointing at the supply, but which was
Supply
very
doesn't matter.
one-sided. But exactly, if you have two like super strong hero combos, the supply really doesn't matter. I mean, we know that since Madfrog versus King Crimson.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I mean, that's the prime example for how strong the ended heroes can be. As long as you have heroes and a statue, you can play that game forever.
I'm pretty sure he had that game won. Romantic had like 600 gold, so he could have built a new expo. But if he makes a new expo, he's gonna have only an MK for like 2 minutes.
And the MK was out of mana and had no Brilliance Aura around him since the Archmage was dead. So I don't think you can say, yeah, he can just bolt everything. It doesn't work that way if you have no Archmage around.
DK was not surrounded, and he also had a TP. Did he have a TP? Actually, I'm not sure about that.
Well, the
What a
Lich
weird-
was the main damage dealer, but it was only the MK there without
weird
mana.
game.
So
What a weird ending. But we get to see more maps, so I
Yeah.
won't complain.
we'd love to have a replay now, but no time for that, as we have to wait for the invite for the fourth game here. Definitely worth discussing this ending. We have almost 1,000 viewers here at not even 8 a.m. in Europe, at least. It's pretty crazy.
The high caliber players keeping their promises so far of good and impressive games. Once again, though, I fear for Romantic's sake because he did his job again. He held his expansion. He
Yeah.
never lost it. He was always mining. He got to 80 supply. And by all accounts, he should have still lost that game. Somehow he won in the end. But it was not the way it's supposed to be. It was not easy. All right, 8-click Knights and Gyros and Bolt and Holy Light. He had to work hard for that one. And there is still Ancient Isles in the map pool, guys. That's gonna be his toughest test.
Yeah. Maybe this gives him the momentum that he needs. Maybe this gives him the confidence that he needs.
Perhaps he didn't know that he killed the Archmage. I wonder, did he see him die? Perhaps he really didn't know. That's a good point, actually. He was super far away when he died. It was the last Dark Arrow from the Dark Ranger that killed him. Maybe. Big Wiz has subscribed for the first time. Thank you very much, buddy, and welcome.
Of course, you get replay packs from this very tournament. Otherwise, they are not available anywhere. So if you want to rewatch this game again with your own camera control, feel free to hit that sub button and we will send the replays right after the cast to your Twitch inbox. For some reason, like, my CPU is burning out a bit and the stream is stuttering. I'll try to fix that.
Uh-oh. Don't explode your computer. Floss 2x Daily donating for the second time today.
Nice.
Perfectly fitting your name with €3, saying GCS hype. Love all the humans in today's bracket. In the race, I'm thinking about picking up Undead. Both players so stupidly good.
They did not invite us to this game, unfortunately. So we have to go for a restream, I guess.
I think it should show up in watch.
In this beta client thing?
Earlier I saw a practice game of 1-0 against AI in watch, so
Okay.
I
Let's
hope
hope
it's
for the
gonna be this one's gonna be in there as well.
You have to keep an eye out for that. I have the Chinese stream up for a restream. We are on Amazonia, and this is pretty hard to creep. And
Interesting that he doesn't pick AI.
Yeah, right? Maybe he thinks, okay, I don't want to end this game on a so one-sided map, or this series. Because he still has match points. He lost the first match point, but the second one still his 2-1 lead on on two very decent maps for him. If Romantic really wins this series, man, it would be one of the craziest comebacks ever. Winning against the best undead in the world on undead maps. 3 times in a row. Quite unheard of.
We have seen humans suffer immensely at the hand of night elves, mostly when creeping the natural here. Can also be very difficult though against undead with the skeletons and perhaps a fiend in there as well, or even a ghoul strategy. But that's not the build that 1-0 went for. He went for the standard Ted build order. And there was something I wanted to say, Neo, but it slipped my mind.
Unbelievable that your mind is not at 100% if you wake up at 4:30 in the morning for this tournament. I will excuse that, Remus, no problem.
That is so nice of you.
I know. Will we see the patented shop creep first of Romantic, or is it too dangerous and he goes for the expansion right away? Usually he's not that kind of a player, but he surprised us before against WFZ. Nope! It's laboratory into expansion, as usual. DK, will he go for level 2? I am pretty sure he will. Ring of Protection again for the Archmage. Oh no, he goes for her. He's going for the mercenary camp, right?
He's gonna go for the trolls first, and then after perhaps mercenary. And he's not going to the trolls which are closer to the human, because that has been figured out, and that's oftentimes being harassed, so he's going to the other one, as I suggested a couple of casts ago, Neo. Just saying. Gonna get slippers here, not the best item for him, and the footy will scout him out. So you can take out the renegade easily here. That's gonna be level 2 for him, but if you do that, he's probably gonna be too late for the expansion, as it is happening right now.
So the game is not appearing in watch, I guess. So we have to stick with this restream. Without sound, unfortunately, but I hope you will not mind this. Check is coming. Oh. Footman getting end-snared here. Creep starts. Finally. DK is around, though. How many peasants will die?
He needs 1 kill. The coil long range. Ooh, he tried to bait it, but he still got the last hit. That's level 2. That's important. Still low HP, though. And he's gonna get that troll as well. Oh, almost getting surrounded.
Quite ahead of me, so I have to take over. Here we go. It's that one. And yeah, the big rock golem is still up, and the mud golems are still up. The acolyte finally dying. But this is again a very bad creep for Romantic as he sends back the militia. Can he put on some more pressure on the DK with the Unholy Aura? Of course, very hard to do. And I will refresh the stream real quick to catch up with you.
Yeah, Romantic's creeps today don't seem to be too on point. He did a very good job on LR. But that's like anyone can creep on LR. Oh, and no arcane in the main. This can be a lot of nuisance being caused by the skeletons. He's gonna get 1 peasant here. Am I still ahead of you?
Okay, here we are now. Skeleton is just leaving the base.
Okay, I think we're on par now.
And he finally gets the rock golem. What's the item? The healing is nice. And
still not level 3 for him, though. But with the trolls around the corner, shouldn't be too hard to achieve. But the DK's levels, dude. He's almost level 3.
Yeah. After this Taskmaster, he's really close.
It's probably the reason why he chose this map, because he has such a good experience start.
Of course, he will get a lot of footmen. So, good experience by both players. Leaves the item there for more harass. Oh, last hit. Goes to the DK. And the sentry wards as well. This is very helpful. Nice little block against the Fiends. Haven't seen too many blocks in this series, to be honest.
It's true. So tier 2 should be done.
Yeah.
And the Lich is not coming yet. Didn't
He
have
has
the
the
money.
gold
There we
now.
go.
And Slaughterhouse, so again a later tech.
Is he gonna lose this Fiend? Oh, again, last second coil. Dude, he's really using these coils right on the edge.
Yeah. We have seen it fail in the past. When he baited it for too long, we were like, what? 1-0 can miss coils? What the hell? Since when?
Glitch in the Matrix.
A glitch in the Matrix, but even he does mistakes.
Dude, he's level 3 already. This is so fast!
He was under so much pressure before on LR when the Death Knight was only level 2. And there's not even a single tower up, no shop up. Romantic, this is gonna be hard for you here on AZ.
He already buys a staff here, perhaps looking towards some harassment of his own. But now he's under pressure at his expansion. He has to defend first and foremost. With a level 2 coil here, healing up is so easy. But I think the DK should be very low on mana now. We have 7 footies, decent amount. They're all kind of bruised though, and with the Lich and the Nova coming in, they are not safe.
How many footmen does he have? 4? 5?
No, 7.
Oh, 7, okay, that's good. But the Lich is there, and we saw how hard the Nova hits. He gets this around, but fights out of it. Trying to go for the second one. Good micro by 1-2-0 so far. Saving all of them. Is there a long-range coil available? No, there's no mana. Oh, nice round finally. He fights out again. What a counter block. He kills footman after footman. This micro is again, this is the 1-2-0 that we've been waiting for such a long time.
But at least the Lich is out of mana now. We don't have statues yet. The AM taking quite a bit of damage. He's just standing there. He's taking it. Like a man. An old man, but still a man. Has the healing potion, of course, should he needed those Fiends. Extremely low HP.
Oh, again the Archmage in the bad position, catching some right clicks, but there was the big potion. And this Fiend micro. Holy cow, the statue is finally there. And this will take some time. But he killed 5 footmen through this kiting. Loses the first Fiend now, and again, the coil a little too late.
Yeah, there we could see he's playing it on the edge, being punished. And why does Romantic never get defend?
I don't know.
This would be so easier.
Yeah. Maybe he doesn't have the lumber.
Yeah.
Again,
I guess he prioritizes tier 2.
Constantly has lumber issues. We saw it on every single map.
But he has a Shredder now. But now he has lost so many footies that probably he has to make footies rather than take the time to research defend.
That's true.
And the towers,
they're
getting taken out here by the Fiends. This is not good. You have to get these towers up.
Not a single guard tower. Again, it's so late. I guess it's really the lumber that hurts him. Everything is late because of this. He's calling Militia, kind of a last stand. He has to hope for a surround of some sort. Aiming for the DK, gets the Fiend. Again, the coil is too late. He's playing with fire here. But speaking of fire, Archmage in trouble.
No, he's...
The Militia helped, but the duration is over.
And the question is, how far along is his tier 3? Should be pretty much done, I think, at this point. Or at least very close to it. And the tier 2 for the human is not really close to being done. And there's an opening into the main. He could dive in there if he wants to, but with Militia being called, that could also be dangerous.
The Shredder didn't take care of this, and now has to defend his own. Big right hands, of course. Oh, he blocks him in!
The farm.
What a trap! Oh, okay, he cancels it. Can he go for it again? Oh, he's trying to, but he's fighting out. Well done by 1-2-0. The Archmage in the north, once again down to 50%. And he's trying to get rid of this pressure by, again, the footman harassment, but wow, the ghouls are there. Little bounces here.
And he doesn't have defend. No, he does have defend right now. We just saw it there. So the Spirit Tower isn't going to do too much, I guess. And now 1-0 is being spread thin. May lose a statue here to the Archmage. The Lich is still pressuring the expansion. But he doesn't seem to be suffering that from that too much.
Acolytes are dying. But Footman as well. Again, good experience for the DK, close to 4. And he always has these towers up when Romantic is approaching the base. Real good timing. And he can't support this with the Archmage because he will take way too much damage. No mining at the moment for Romantic at the expansion. Has to repair, has to get towers up.
It's so expensive. He's not mining, as you said. And tower still dies. Is he gonna go for a third hero? And what is the third hero gonna be for the Undead? He doesn't have the money at the moment, so we're not gonna see it for a while. This was expensive, losing these Acolytes.
Pretty sure he's going for the Dark Ranger again. You can't afford risking your late game over a fast push. Tier 3 is coming, Mountain King second, no question about that. And level 40k again. He gets so much experience in the early game every single time.
I didn't even see he has double Slaughterhouse. So this may just be a destroy push without a third hero at all. But having lost one statue is gonna hurt him along with those Acolytes.
Again, mass repair. Again, the undead damage is too much. The Lich again. DPS dealer number 1 in this army. And I think Romantic would love to have a Book of Retraining, as the Blizzard helped him so much on Echo Isles. Stormbolt, he's moving out, but the first destroyer is up.
He can't dive yet. Doesn't have enough destroyers. How many does he need? 3 probably would do the trick. 4 certainly. And with double Slaughterhouse, he should get it soon.
No reinforcements for Romantic, as 120 is positioning himself perfectly for this. There's not much in his army. More stacks.
3 more statues. I think he could break this. Is he gonna try it?
Archmage is going to the shop. Staff. He has a staff, so he can staff back. Is this a tome of retraining? Cameraman. Oh, this time workshops are a lot faster. But here's the big destroyer push. 4 of them. Mountain King defends this alone. There is not a single footman. Archmage comes back in. Water Elemental is there. Blizzard or not. Tower of retraining being used. But for how long? Next tower dies. The second last tower has fallen, and the last one as well. Blizzard rocking through, but only against the Fiends and Heroes. Stormbolt getting rid of that one, but no static defense anymore.
That's it. He breaks the base. This is usually the game. Can Romantic somehow come back? He doesn't have the gyros, not for a long time. He's repairing this tower with everything he has. And I guess he's keeping it alive. He's gonna kill a Fiend here as well. Can he hold on, man? That would be a crazy comeback. It's looking so good now for 120. This tower is not gonna fall, or is it?
Could
He's
be
dropping lower. I guess he's gonna get it in the end. And then the peasants are gonna fall next, I imagine. And the tower is gone.
No anti-air anymore, only the Archmage. Staffing out now, or is it even a town portal? I think he's abandoning this.
Yeah.
The Expo is broken in half. And this should be 120 in the grand final. Or can the humans somehow find a way back on one base?
If he gets like 10, 12 gyros, he can perhaps win this.
He's at 29 supply.
Yeah, and the next logical step for the Undead is the Panda.
Yeah, that's true. Now, at this point, it makes sense to go for a Panda, as the only thing that can hurt him now is gyros. And tanks.
Blizzard creeping.
Levels. He needs levels now.
Such a rough spot now for him.
Of course, you don't want to give this up. Romantic, his biggest shot so far. After he qualified, he was so freaking happy. Well deserved. His performances at GCS, always great. Always overperforming. And then losing to Foggy.
Seems to be his destiny. And now a tournament without Foggy, but against 120. Anyone will have a tough fight.
Does have
gyros are coming out.
Yeah. And it's 4 destroyers without mana.
And there's no Panda yet. I'm really surprised by this. If he goes for a Panda, though, he's going to jump into upkeep. It's going to be expensive.
Triple hero. We have a Shredder. We have Militia called, and we have Gyrocopters. He has to engage very, very, very soon.
Is he just going to click on this thing?
Yeah, I think so. Just right clicking. Here come the Gyrocopters. Are they in time? Town portal out. This expansion, will it fall or not? He calculates this perfectly and kills the town hall.
That was like half a second.
Oh, man. The perfect damage rolls.
Militia.
Perfect damage rolls, and now 1 base versus 1 base. This usually means the Undead wins this. But we've seen many crazy turnarounds in this series already. But he knows exactly where the human is. Not going for the big one here. Investing Blizzard, investing Stormbolt, still getting creep check. The Shredder's been taken out as well. This is romantic on only his heroes, aiming for the Archmage. Is this the creep jack to the final?
Air support is coming in. The Gyros will win this battle. They don't have... Do they have flag cannons? I'm not sure. But once again, he may win the air fight, but what about the ground? Can the heroes do it for him?
He takes out the most dangerous part that is destroyers for now. He needs the Holy Light, gets it. Web is there to snipe a few of those gyros. And again, Malicious Drone. He's aiming for the Death Knight, but just barely escapes this. They don't have flying machine bombs. Silence again. Dark Ranger is in. No Holy Light this time. Coil. Potion swapped. He needs to use it. He doesn't. The Nova gets him. No healer, no Stormbolt in this army anymore. And he's aiming for a surround. Does it well. Perfect ending to this game as he gets the next surround. And without the Paladin, without the Mountain King, relying on the Archmage, he can't win this anymore on one base. What a beautiful surround, man. Frame it. Hang it on your wall. This was undead excellence.
That was really nice. Didn't use the potion there. I think he got confused because when he passed it over, it wasn't in the first spot, but in the second because the first was occupied. That can happen. But I mean, even if he did. Human on one base, that is a death sentence usually. And it is GG. And 1-0 takes it. Not flawless. He dropped a map, which seemed like he shouldn't have. But in the end, he still makes it through into the grand final.
The former world champ is back where he belongs, close to the frozen throne. 1-0 will face another human in the final. It's gonna be a different task though. TH or Infi will be his opponent. Romantic, claiming rank 3 and 4. There's no game for third tomorrow. $2,300 to him for this series and the former achievements in GCS competition, but no silver medal this time, no go for gold for Romantic. 1-0 is now guaranteed winner of $4,750 and the chance to go for the first place, which is $9,500. This looked very strong. A few coils were missing here and there, we pointed that out, but apart from that, good plays by 1-0, good timings, good adjustments in his actions. Like when he saw, okay, the destroyer push is not working, I'm doing something else. And we saw this many times throughout the series, that he has a plan B and a plan C. And maybe even a plan D, whatever. Romantic couldn't really adapt to this. To all those changes. And that's why we have the 3-1 victory for 1-0. And always the low levels on the heroes.
Yeah. That's just the nature of this matchup, of course, oftentimes. And on those small maps, there's not much you can do about it. Oh, we're already in the next game?
We are. Maybe they're just hosting, go into a little break here.
Okay, I would imagine so. And by the way, thank you, Pink Glitterbug, for the first time sub. I feel like I've seen that name before, though. Is this actually you subbing again? And also, Jolie1234. I'm seeing you for the first time. Thank you very much, buddy, and welcome. He used too few tanks. I'm not sure I agree with that statement. But it's true, we saw very few of them.
Yeah, he tried to go for it on Echo Isles, and that failed. So
only on Echo, right? Not even on LR.
Yeah. This will be different in the final. Guaranteed. 1-0 will face TH or Infi. And it's gonna be different for sure. We go into a small break before the next game starts, as the players of course have to set up. TH and Infi will face each other next. The best human mirror that we can imagine. Two legends of this game. Former world champions. Best friends colliding here in Shanghai. Who will face the undead god in the grand final here at Super GCS? We will find out in a few moments, and I hope you stay tuned. Get some breakfast, get some late night snacks depending on where you are, but don't leave and don't go to bed. The best Warcraft in the world, you're at Back to Warcraft. Be right back.